the Civil War broke out, the feminists put aside their issues to devote all of their energy to the abolition cause. But the successful outcome of the war brought the beginning of real conflict between the two movements, according to Marjorie Nelson. The NWSA used tactics that were racially charged in order to gain success in their movement. Du Bois wrote about how the New Departure movement of the National Women's Suffrage Association, headed by Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, brought about racial tension between the women's suffrage and abolition movements. The association claimed that the 14th and 15th Amendments enfranchised women to vote, which only took away legitimacy to the amendments for African Americans. The NWSA did this in order to get Southern Democrats on their side and pass an amendment for women's suffrage after they cut off ties with the Republican Party, since they did not include them in the 14th and 15th Amendments. The NWSA seemed to feel betrayed, especially after a number of events that put blacks and women in competition-like state with each other. The amendment specifically tied sex to voting, and Frederick Douglass told the NWSA it was time to focus on blacks and that women would have to wait their turn, according to Kara E. Stewksbury. The American Women's Suffrage Association, headed by Lucy Stone, did not do things to disenfranchise African Americans for their cause. They stuck with the Republican Party and tried to organize their way to the ballot state by state, according to the organization Your Vote, Your Voice. This led to minor victories in the years following the Civil War, with 3 states allowing women to vote and 3 women were elected to the Colorado House of Representatives. One has to wonder what would have happened if both groups worked together with the African American groups to further advance rights for both. The Du Bois piece from the class really led me to research more on this topic. I had heard a bit about Susan B. Anthony doing racist things before, so I wanted to see what had really happened. That piece definitely opened up my eyes to more, and I wanted to see other points of views on this subject. Honestly, my interest in this topic didn't change. Once I read the articles for that module of the week, I was really interested in the topic, and I definitely kept to it. I would probably want to look more into some local events or state events that had caused advances for women, either at the cost of African Americans or by working with them, and kind of comparing the two and seeing how successful the strategies were. By using JSTOR in the past, I was able to find relevant readings for my research papers before for other classes such as World History, American History. It's really hard to find relevant articles that are trustworthy by just using Google. So once I learned about JSTOR, it really made my research a lot easier, especially for this project.
Is brown. My manner is tough.